Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Season Wire, the platform where we speak truth to power. We're back again just to give you a bit of more update. There's a Federal Executive Council (FEC) meeting, and the government it says they vow not to pay ransom for kidnapped victims. That's okay. That I understand. Many governments in the world, that's our stand, and we shouldn't do that because it would simply mean more people will be demanding. For it will now become something that everybody will try and get on the bandwagon and try and do. So yeah, very very good. Let's listen to this. I think that's President Tinubu there. Let's listen for a few minutes to this, and then I'll make some comments afterwards.
President Bola Tinubu is presiding over the ceremony as the commissioners step forward in batches for the exercise. After the ceremony, the council meeting moves into a closed-door session. A recent spate of abductions in the northern part of the country features during the meeting.
We are seeing some kind of movement by the more the security agencies are also hitting these targets, the targets of criminals, the more they are pushed to also getting some soft targets. But government is not taking any excuses. The president has directed that security agencies must, as a matter of urgency, ensure that these children and all those who have been kidnapped are brought back in safety, and government is not paying anybody any dime, and the government is optimistic that these children and other people that are abducted will be brought back to their families in safety.
The Minister of Agriculture.
So that's the point I really want to reiterate there. Now, they're not going to pay. The government vows not to pay. Let me just go back to the last stick thing there. So I want you to just make sure you get that there. No, yeah, not that one. 1 second, please. Okay. So there is the minister saying that we're not going to pay. That's very good because they're trying to prevent setting a precedence. But what I would like to say, and this is where you and I come in, I'm not just here to make a statement. I'm not doing this video to just make a statement and go, oh, no. We must put pressure on them. We are sovereigns. I want to reiterate that point. And at every opportunity I get, of course, I will talk about this from that point of view. You are a sovereign and you can hold these people to account. Don't accept what they are saying to us anymore. Every community must go and speak to you must go and speak to your local government chairman, your state of assembly members, your House of Rep members, all of them. They must ensure that what you want as citizens is what they do. You have the power to hold them to account. They are serving you, the people. The man here, the president, from the president downwards, they are meant to serve you. You have the right to question. Yes, the government is saying they're going to do something, they're going to try and, get the people back. We need to question the state governors. Where are the funds, for example? Where are the security votes? I'll come and do another video on that. But this one is here to just really make us understand the powers we possess, and we can use those powers and put pressure on every part of the government. And I reiterate again, Section 14.2a states, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government through this constitution derives all its powers and authority. That's you and I. We must begin to exercise those powers. They've conditioned us to believe that praying and going to church and to a mosque will give us what we need as sovereigns. It won't. This is what we need to use. The powers within the Constitution, our constitutional powers must be used to hold our governors to account and make sure that they do our bidding collectively. That's what we must do. Section 14.2c states, the participation by the people in the government shall be assured in accordance with the provisions of this Constitution. That is something you need to hold on to. So number one, the Constitution derives its powers from you and I, 14.2a. Number two, the Constitution guarantees our powers to participate in the governance because it is stating so under section 14.2c. We need to share this across our communities. So it's good they don't want to pay the money, but we now need to put pressure. The pressure must be such that the government must have security in place in all parts of Nigeria to prevent kidnappings happening. They must have security in place. And our role is to demand for that security because we are the sovereigns. They are serving you and I. I'm not going to say much more than that. Please do share this broadcast. Of course, you can go to www.citizenay.org. You will see this information on there, and you can read it. Section 14.2a, 14.2c is on the screen. Take a screenshot of this. Every community, you have the power to make the change. We must begin to hold those we elect into office to account. It's good that they're going to make a statement. They're not going to make the payment. But the only way that you don't make that payment is making sure that you have security tight enough to make sure that those bandits will not even attempt to try and kidnap anybody because they know that the security in our land is tight. We have porous borders. Why is it that there's only 1 million people, both military, police, and all of that? There's only 1 million people. For 200 million people, it's a recipe for disaster, and we, the people, must call it out. You have the power to demand that your local government provides you protection because you're a sovereign. You have that power. Let us begin to exercise it. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power about Batletron. Please subscribe to Citizen AY. Help us reach more people. Subscribe, hit notification button, give us thumbs up. What are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts here. Let us have your thoughts on this. Let us hear from you. It is really, really important we begin to actually play an active role in what is going on. What is going on now is truly unacceptable. It is it's injustice, and we mustn't accept it. So far, they said last year 800 and something children were killed. It's horrifying number, by bandits. And the fact that of the being displaced, they die in the IDP camps, they die in the kidnappings, and all of this. That's got to stop. The only way we stop is not by going to a church or a mosque. You won't stop the kidnapping. Putting pressure on the government to invest, to put money and personnel into our security, train our people. We have 200 million people. We have the money. We have the resources. It's time to begin to hold our governors to account. Our role as sovereigns is to hold the government to account. I'll come and do a program about sovereignty and explain how important it is and how they've tricked us from being sovereign to becoming servants. I'll come and talk about that later on. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power about Batletron. Please share this broadcast. What are your thoughts? Let's hear your thoughts on this. Let's have your comments. And please, as ever, always share the broadcast. Don't forget to subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up, help us reach more people. We really need to get this going. It's enough talking now. We need collective action together. And we're going to be doing programs where we're going to actually encourage every community to begin to play an active role in their governance, coming together and holding every single elected and appointed official to account because they are answerable to you and I. We are the sovereigns as it states in this in section 14.2a. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. That's you and I. It's time we begin to exercise those powers. Leave your comments. Let's hear from you. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power about Batletron. Thank you and bye for now.